Turning to Austria now, where Chancellor Sebastian Kurz has resigned. He's been under pressure over allegations he bribed a newspaper for favourable coverage prior to his election as party leader and then Chancellor. As he made that announcement on Saturday, Kurz said he wasn't involved in any criminal activity and that he was standing aside to prevent a government crisis after his Greens coalition partner said he was unfit to lead the country. Kurz was expected to face a vote of no confidence in Parliament later next week.
After days of criticism, Kurz finally gave in.
My country is more important to me than I am. And what it needs now is stability. So in order to break the current stalemate, I want to make way to prevent chaos and ensure stability.
The charges Kurz faces are serious. Prosecutors suspect the Finance Ministry used taxpayer money to pay for manipulated polling and positive media coverage. Kurz was already being investigated for perjury in a separate case. He has denied any wrongdoing in that investigation, as well as the latest allegations. Days ago, police raided Kurz's Conservative People's Party headquarters, ramping up the pressure on him to step down. Kurz will remain his party's leader in Parliament, meaning he is likely to continue calling the shots in Austria's governing coalition.
This is not about a single person, but a system of obsession with power. And we ask if this system shall remain. As parliamentary party leader, Kurz continues to hold the reins and keep the power.
Kurz has put forward Foreign Minister Alexander Schallenberg as his proposed successor. But even with Kurz out of the Chancellery, the controversy that surrounds him won't be going anywhere.
Well, DW correspondent Fanny Fascher is covering this story for us from Vienna. Fanny, how are Austrians reacting to this latest political scandal?
People are quite surprised, in fact, that Chancellor Kurz stepped down as a chancellor. But a lot of people are also disappointed that he did step down from that function, but actually he stays in power as a party leader. And on top of that, he also wants to become the faction leader, the top lawmaker of his People's Party in Parliament. So having said that, there is a mixed emotion right now, people waking up right now to the morning after this resignation, but don't really know what that means for Austria. Does it mean there's sort of like a shadow government in place now with the possible new Chancellor Schallenberg, the current foreign minister, actually to take his office temporarily? Just for how long? How stable actually is this government? A lot of questions today in Austria, but the bottom line, at least for now, with the resignation of Chancellor Kurz, or former Chancellor Kurz, I should say now, at least he could prevent the entire coalition with the Green Party from collapsing and bringing it back basically from that brink of a possible collapse.
Tell us a bit more about these corruption allegations that have triggered this. Of course, Kurz denies these allegations, but they have triggered this scandal. So if you could just give us a bit more information on them.
Basically, this allegation stems back from a time where Chancellor Kurz wasn't even a chancellor. It started in 2016 when he was still a minister, but it actually continued until 2018 when he was already a chancellor. And briefly, the allegations are that tax money was paid for favourable media coverage, but also for some fake or twisted polls that would suggest that Chancellor Kurz has a really good standing within this country. Now, Chancellor Kurz denies any wrongdoing, and he says in a system, in a democratic, lawful system as Austria is, people should wait for this investigation come to an end before making any judgment about him. In fact, he said yesterday in that presser, in that resignation statement, that he wants to diffuse all these allegations. But on top of that, he's also under investigation for perjury. So clearly there's a lot going on when it comes to not just Chancellor Kurz, but also a lot of people around him. As a result, the question really is just how clean or cleaner the situation now is with Chancellor Kurz resigning. But as I say, just stepping aside and not really completely stepping down from the political scene.
All right, DW correspondent Fanny Fascher in Vienna, thanks very much.